Hello, it's me, Jack-a-Lopium. Welcome along. We are back looking at SD Gundam G-Generation Crossrays. Bit of a mouthful, so I think I'm going to be calling it SD Gundam Crossrays. Leave out the G-Generation. We all know it's there. We don't have to keep saying it. Hopefully you'll be able to find this stuff okay. It is for the G-Generation Crossrays game. But yeah, we are. This will be episode 2. We had a quick look at one of the missions in the last episode. I just abandoned that mission because it was merely to show you. I have played through it a couple of times. It's a good mission and good to get yourself acclimatized. But we are looking at the Gundam 00 movie storyline. And so I think we should just crack on with that. First off, before we go into the story mission, we're not going to look at the organisation, the squad organisation again just yet. We will leave that for another episode, one in the future. But definitely make your voices heard if you want to see more. Or, you know, carry on with no looking at the organisations. Organisational setups are quite an in-depth part of this game, quite a large part of the game. Before we go into the story mission though, we are going to look at the group dispatch real quick. We are going to send somebody off on their merry way. We do have access to two types of group dispatch missions. We've got either the story missions, which are available to anybody, or the DLC missions, because I've bought all the DLC. What can I say? I'm a sucker. You can buy it all as a one-er. There are various deals on Steam where you will be able to get the whole kit and caboodle for one price, which is what I did basically. So yeah, we have a maximum of 3 teams we can send out. One team is already out, so we've got a further 2 teams we can send out. I am only going to send out 1 team, however, and that's going to be group 3. It's group 3 and group 4 who I use as my dispatch groups. Yep. So we've got basically a 71% chance for this. This is a DLC mission where we basically have special rewards, which includes extra mobile suits, extra characters, and various bits of things like skills, and even bits that we can add to the background music. I have done this mission previously. Let's look at this one. Yeah, because we can't do this one because it's a warship group. So let's go in. It does need an educational computer. I do have some educational computers, but I think we're going to make our teams worthy on that mission by installing a educational computer. So we can go into the form group menu. We'll head down to group 3. I think we're going to put it on this Aquarius here. We're going to modify. I'm pretty sure we've got a spare or 2 education computers. Yeah, there it is. So attach the educational computer. See if that has improved our chances any. So back into group dispatch. There you go. It's improved it by 4%. It started off as 71%. But has now gone up to 75%. It's not a massive change because these generic groups are my kind of XP guys who I use, you know, just to gain XP for units, so they're pretty weak. But we'll dispatch this right away. Don't need to worry about that. And there they go, they're off. Takes 3 hours to cool that mission down. What do we do in 3 hours? Well, we play a couple of missions. Probably one mission, because they take frigging hours. So yeah, I've managed to unlock down to episode 5 out of 13 there, but we are not going to worry about that. I'm going to show you from the beginning on camera. So I'm going to deploy my warship crew just there and my raid crew just there. The opposite is true now, however. We are going to be wildly over leveled, but I'm hopefully going to rocket through these missions. Would like to unlock some more units. So these are our goals for this mission. We need to defeat Colosaur, who is a person, not a dinosaur. And the secret condition is, can Setsuna defeat Colosaur? Setsuna being a person, not a citrus fruit. That's a terrible joke. Well, that's what you come here for, right? The terrible jokes. Okay, we still can't, unfortunately, destroy anything with the ship. That's too bad. I would like some more XP. And yeah, this is the reason why that's the only unlocked character from this series so far, is because he starts off. I think I am pretty much... Yeah, no, we can't. Take this out with my beam saber. We should be able to rocket through this mission. Everything should be fairly low level and weak. We weren't able to one-shot it though, unfortunately. Not with the last guy anyway. I wonder if we can one-shot it with this guy. Come on, don't let me down. Yeah, we blew him up. Fine, we can do one-shots with some of our guys. Where is my death scythe? Death scythe doesn't let me down either. Let's get rid of this guy as well. We can one-shot him because he's the kind of boss. We need to have a think about who we want to kill the boss. Let's go with Mark Gilder. Actually, before I do that, is there a way to... Yep, he's got one empty ability slot, you can see right at the bottom there on the top right hand corner. So I think we... send him up to take out the boss. We won't open up the secret this time, but I'm not really that fast. What? Why did did that only go into stock? So just get rid of that historic moment, just because that's more story. So now we just go on to the second phase where we just have to destroy all the enemy units. And we do have 2 maps. Send this guy backwards. That extra damage is because of my leader. Each group has a leader slot, so you end up putting someone in said leader slot. We're going to do a raid link up, just because we get 4 attacks out of it. The size of the link up area is also due to pilot stats. So if your pilot has got stats in, I think it's communication and leadership. Want to get some range. Yeah, decent range. Oops. Sorry, we don't want to see that. Yeah, I'm just going to send my dark blue guys backwards, I think. That's pretty good. Oh, I've just noticed we need to be moving my sniper around actually. There you go. Just going to skip through all the dialogue too, just because I don't want to show spoilers. Is there anybody still on board? Yeah, there is. Sandrock and the heavy arms. Let's send the heavy arms out, just because he's range. So. I don't want to completely destroy this though. Oops. Don't want to do that. But it has given me a level up. There you go. I do like having a fairly decent mobility and attack as always. Just need to front load attack as much as possible. Let's try the weakest possible attack. And the reason why I wanted to do that is to start killing off bad guys with my sniper, because he needs to have his get bar filled. You can see it, and let's have a look at it. You can see it in the top right hand corner. It's the get bar in pink. It's not an HP meter, it's not an XP meter, it's a get bar. And once that's 100% full, we will unlock probably the Dynamis mobile suit that this character is using, and we will probably unlock the pilot as well, a guy called Lock-on Stratos. And I want to get them all unlocked, because that will help us progress in the story. In fact, it will be the only way we'll be able to progress in the story. Is there actually? There is. There's one last guy. There's the sand rock, of course. So we'll take that damage. We don't need to worry too much about whether they counter-attack us. Fairly weak. And then we shall kill this last guy with our sniper as well. Just trying to get through this mission. But I also do need to contribute to the get bar. So that supercharged is one of the kind of non-standard mechanisms of the SD Gundam franchise. I'm not going to unduck from that because that will just leave the sled 2 it'll just leave the sled 2 exposed. I will undock. Have I undocked anybody? Yeah, I have. I did undock some of these guys. See, these guys have been undocked and it does leave the sled here. Just gives you a bit of a movement boost, but it does leave your equipment exposed because the enemies will target the equipment. Okay, we need to take care of all of this nonsense on the second map. But luckily these two guys, we need to fill the get bar in on both of them. See, that's in its jet form. We can transform it into the robot mode. I think that is what we're going to do. Although we are out of range. Wow, that sucks. But we'll leave all the kind of damage until next turn. There you go. You want to skip through all that dialogue because it's story, it's spoiler, so... Okay, let's see the bum rush from the enemy. Thankfully, these enemies, if they are too far away from you, they will go into standby so you won't get swamped, thankfully. Thankfully this guy's in range. We'll look at the battle animation, why not? We haven't done that on this playthrough. Yeah, I say that because I did record a couple of episodes previously, but it was all garbage. So I'm just recording it again, just with some higher quality stuff. But yeah, please let me know if you want to see more or fewer of these battle animations. They are really deliciously over the top and excessive. This has exploded. And that was the enemy. Nice, thankfully. There he goes. He got blowed up. And that's our temperature rising. That is a mechanic. I don't know if I've explained that on camera, but yeah, we need to get our temperature of the battle suits up as high as possible, and the temperature rises either through a successful dodge or a successful attack. I'm going to counter that guy. Like so. We could, if we so desired, we could start looping in our teammate to counter. In fact, I will show that just to show you how it works. So there you go. I have chosen the support of my teammate. So that'll be reflected in a battle animation. Take a little bit of damage there. But these two guys will work together to destroy the enemy. Didn't kill it that time though, just because the NPCs are a little bit weak. But the reason we need to use them is to fill up that get gauge, which is how we unlock various bonuses, things like the frames themselves, the bonus frames, or the bonus characters. I do want to show a raid link up. I did show one previously, didn't I? Yeah. Let's go. So the raid lock-on is the only way that we can affect area of effects. There are no area of effect weapons. They're all single target. The only way we can is to do a raid link up like so. So we are now targeting four enemies all at once. We'll look at the battle animation again, just because they're quite impressive. But they can get quite repetitive, no matter how impressive they get. You know, after you've seen the attacks 10 or 15 times, you don't want to see them again. But yeah, let me know in the comments whether you want to see more of these battle animations or fewer, none. I think I've got a pretty decent handle on the kind of policy for battle animations from playing so many RPGs. I usually just show them the first like 2 or 3 times. The first time we did manage to blow up 4 enemies all at once there. We got a character level up, so there you go. Kate Madigan leveled up. This unit's gone up. This is the Double X. That's good because he is one of the new Gundams which I got from the bonus missions, from the DLC missions I should say. And one thing I would also say is increase your energy in batches of 5, so you can see that this has already gone up from 180 to 185. We're just gonna do this in a oneer and increase it by yet another 5 points to 190, just to keep everything nice and level. We'll just start raising everything else. We'll leave defense for now and favour mobility, which is that mob stat there that allows us to dodge. And then I'm just going to spend the last 2 points on HP. Okay, we don't have to do our second attack all at once. We can save it for a minute later or whatever, you know, just if we wanted to favour. In fact, I don't want to favour that. Should have favoured that one, in fact. Oops. This green mark here, which you can see, allows each of the Gundams to regenerate a portion of its HP or its energy every turn, or in between every turn I should say. We don't have to worry too much about that in the first you know, maybe turn or 2 or 3, but once you start hitting the later parts of turn 3 and turn 4, then you'll need to start allowing for energy recovery, either by regenerating your Gundams by standing in formation next to each other like so, or for the light blue, it's color coded, you see. So the dark blue is my raid group on the east, and the light blue is my warship group. And the way we would do a energy regeneration on this character, for example, would be to run it back to the warship and back on board the warship. Yep. Just gonna put that guy there and just start punching things. And we'll look at the animation. But like I say, I won't be showing this all the time unless you tell me to. Then I'll do it. They are quite fun. I mean, they are counting on a wow, that's badass kind of reaction from players, and largely they will get that reaction, I think. But there you go. He looks off into the distance. We didn't destroy this thing though, despite how flashy that all looked. Punch it, and we're not going to show the thing just because we are pushed for time, and the Doomsday Whistle isn't far off. Okay, we'll start seeing a counter attack there. And then this lot. But fortunately, they do both need to have their get bar filled up, so we can fight these things with either of these characters. And so yeah, we should unlock abilities and attacks with that supercharge. Do it. Yeah, that'll unlock with our temperature raising. I think I have explained this on camera though, I can't remember. In other mech games like Battletech, you desperately want to keep your temperature on your mechs low. In Gundam, nah, let's just overheat our mechs, because overheating mechs is the way to more power. And that's the Doomsday Whistle, so we should probably just watch the end of this. I'm hit! Yeah, that's the enemy's doing a little bit of damage to the NPCs. What? We didn't get a single kill out of that. No matter how spectacular that is. Right, I'm going to put a cut in there, and then we will look at probably concluding this entire mission next episode. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please do leave a like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more SD Gundam G-Generation Cross Rays. Until next time, bye for now.
Isn't that immoral?